Noticias Telemundo con José Díaz Balart.
Hello everyone, welcome to our news channel, and today we'll be sharing our thoughts about Manifest Destiny. Starting with Diana.
Manifest Destiny had a big impact on three groups of people. One being the Mexicans, back in the 1800s. It was a belief that the United States was meant to expand across North America, which led to the annexation of Texas and a war with Mexico. This resulted in Mexico losing a lot of land, including places like California and New Mexico. Many Mexicans living in these areas were forced to leave their homes and lost all of their land and power. Not many people thought Manifest Destiny was the right thing, and I also agree, because people can't be using the word destiny as an excuse to be doing things that can harm many people. They mistreated not only Mexicans but also Native Americans and many more. All of this leading to problems like racism and misunderstandings with people. In the end, while some people may think Manifest Destiny was the right thing, I personally disagree, because it really did cause so many problems, and many people lost their homes, their families, and friends. And one of the problems that still exists is racism, and people really should stop being mean. And in conclusion, I feel like it could have all been avoided if the U.S. wasn't so selfish.
This is great, I agree. Now, moving on to mine. How the idea of Manifest Destiny was portrayed in the eyes of Native Americans was very bad for them. Natives didn't have a choice of fighting for this, because they would be killed either way. So they modernized themselves and dressed like Americans, and even did culture stuff that Americans did. But this didn't help them. They still were kicked out of their houses at gunpoint, forced to sign papers that they didn't want to, and so overall, in the Native Americans' point of view, I'm sure they didn't think Manifest Destiny was justifiable. What many Americans did was wrong, but I agree with my buddy Dinah. What would we be if none of this ever happened? I feel like these times in history were needed to improve as an economy, so this doesn't happen ever again. What they didn't now, so it's a 50-50. Moving on to Alicia.
Wait, what? Oh. How Manifest? How Manifest Destiny affected the Chinese is that they faced racism because they were immigrants coming for like gold during the gold rush, and they would like take all the gold, so then the Americans made them pay a fine for them to be there. The fine was $200, and it is $1,000 now. Because money then is more for them than now, and the Chinese were smart about this, and they had decided to make laundry mats, and
And
oh yeah, is it bats? Right? Is it bats? Yes. Okay. And food places. Okay. So the men could eat and finish their clothes. Oh, what?
wash.
Oh, yeah, eat and wash their clothes. while they did this, they would clean up the shop after and find gold particles. They would find gold particles on the floor, and they ended up collecting a lot of gold off of this. They had to face racism and had to pay a fine for the same thing that other people were doing, and had to go through troublous. What? Trouble.
We stopped.
And they had to go through many troubles.
Okay, in my opinion, manifest destiny is not justified, because it wasn't fair for others, while the Americans were doing this to not only the Chinese people, but many other people as well.
This is great. I feel like we all have a same opinion about manifest destiny and how it can and can't be justifiable. Overall, we all agree that it was that it made our economy now, and we wouldn't be where we are without this happening, and that their actions were not justifiable. Thank you for watching our video about our news video about manifest destiny and what we think.
Let's go get some ice cream.
Let's go.